Assalamu alaikum and welcome to another episode of Community Connect. I'm your host Fatima Aslam. Today's guest is one of the most dynamic real estate minds in the country and someone who truly personifies the American dream. Nick Dhanani is the chairman and CEO of Dhanani Private Equity Group, a firm that manages over $2 billion in assets. We are very lucky to have him join us here today and share his journey with our viewers. So let's welcome him to the show. Mr. Nick, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Fatima. Thank you so very much.
Thank you for joining us today. So, I want to start from the very beginning. When you first came to the US, you had a very humble beginning and you started working as a night cashier, minimum wage. At that time, what were your dreams? And when you look back, what do you look back at during that period?
So, I came to this country when I was only 18 years old. Parents really sent me to this country to go and finish my education. And I always regret this thing, that I never finished my college. And when I came over here, this country, and I look at all the opportunities around here, I said, I'm not wasting 4 years of my life going to the college. I rather need to get the head start sooner. So I started working for the gas station obviously, I need to acquire my own business. I came from the entrepreneurship background, parents, grandparents always do the business over here, and I would like to do the same thing. And in order to purchase a business, I really have to have an equity. So I started working 2 jobs, 3 jobs, and trying to save every single penny so I can acquire my first business. And the only regret I have when I look back, that I should have started my journey 4 years later after completing my college. That's the biggest regret in my life right now.
Yeah. So, Mr. Dani, I definitely want to ask you, explore this further, because we have a lot of viewers that are very young, and maybe they're thinking, we have a business idea, and maybe we should drop out of college and pursue that. So, if this thought is going on in somebody's mind, what would you say to them based off your experience?
Please, my humble request to all the kids out there, do not drop the college. Please complete your college. College education comes out very, very handy in the future in your life, regardless of which sector you choose, whether it's a business or it's a profession. Not only is it going to give you the confidence, obviously you're going to make a good PR while you're in the college. All your fellow students will be, whether they work in the civic service or whether they'll be entrepreneur or any professional, you'll be creating a lot of PR within the college. College give you the confidence, and it'll come out very handy in the future. People will give you respect if you'll have the degree hanging on your wall. So please, humbly request to you, don't rush. There's full of a life ahead of you to get success in your career, but do finish the college before you're starting your career.
That's a very good message, to our youth. So I want to ask you, you said somewhere that, earning money was your passion.
True,
right?
Very true.
So if I ask you, where did that passion come from?
So actually, more than a passion, it was a necessity. I saw my parents struggling for money. We have a very small kirana shop, which is like a small grocery store. We're comfortable, but it's not that we can buy it whatever we want. Okay, just a small thing, like if you have to buy a TV at home, months and months of the discussion happen, how to arrange the money to buy the TV and all the stuff, and then purchase the TV on the installment basis. So I have seen the struggle within the family, and always just kept on thinking that money is that important in the life, and this is how the passion started. And more than a passion, it was a necessity at that time. Yeah. I said, okay, if that money is that important, I'll learn how to make money. And this has started at a very early age. Maybe I would say I was 8-10 years old.
Yeah. Has your philosophy around money changed?
So now I realize that money, yes, it is important. It is important to have a better life, better lifestyle. a comfort living. But then money is not everything. Money is just a tool to give you a good living standard, good lifestyle, and all the stuff. But does money brings the happiness? No, it's not. Initially, when I started making money, I was just trying to make money to get to a level where I can live comfortably. Now I'm making money because I enjoy making money now.
Yeah.
I enjoy making money, whether I'm making money for myself or for my investors or for everybody. It just gives me the thrill. So now we are playing the numbers game.
Yeah.
Okay. And I do realize it that making money is the easiest thing to do. It's not that difficult. If you're disciplined and hardworking, obviously, there's a lot of ingredients to go with it. Making money is very easy, but after the money you made, how to spend that money? That is a very difficult part. Yeah. The money don't go through your head. That's biggest difficult thing in your life. There's a lot of unfortunate people out there. If you're making good money, and give back to the community. Give it back to the community. What are you going to do with the money sitting in your bank account? Yeah. It's not going to do any good to you. Yeah. So do the social standing, give it back to the community, and that is the reason why we have a Deepak Foundation, where through the foundation we do the charity and all the stuff. Mm. So yes, money is important, but money is not everything.
So Dani, please tell us, you just mentioned a very interesting thing, that making money is actually the easy part.
Oh, yes.
Because if you look at young people, for them, sometimes the hardest obstacle is that everything we want to do, we don't have the money to do it, Yeah. So they're always waiting that maybe, our biggest obstacle is actually earning money. Mm-hmm. So, what would you say to them if somebody is able to earn the money? How do you grow? How do you grow it, and how do you build wealth?
So, the two things, right? Number one is obstacle to build your wealth or obstacle to make money. So, if you're good at it, what you do, right? You need to find yourself that what kind of skill set you have within you. If you have the skill set, people will back you up. A lot of people are sitting with the money, they'll back you up. If you have a great ideas, people will back you up. And all the investors will back you up, and you need to go ahead and prove yourself and make money for them. And you can make money for yourself as well. So that's one way of making money. The other way of making money is, or building your wealth is, if you're making good money. Now you're making your good money on a day-to-day business or day-to-day job or whatever it is. Don't spend that money. Give yourself a break for 10, 15 years, save as much as you can and invest that money and grow that money. So in the long run, once you come close to the retirement age, it'll be very easy for you because you have a passive income coming in at that time. Yeah. So rather than spending the money on buying some luxury items and all this stuff, don't do that. Save that money, invest that money, grow that money, build your wealth. So on the future age of the years, it comes out very handy for you.
Thank you, Mr. Dhanani. Please also tell us about your journey into real estate. Today you manage, one of the largest private equity firms, managing over $2 billion in assets.
Yes.
How did you get involved into the real estate business? And, tell us more about what the firm does.
I don't know anything about developing the real estate. But I was forced to develop the real estate. I was operating one gas station. It was not doing that well. We have a competition across the street. So I ended up buying this asset from the Shell Oil company. I cut down the existing location and raise and rebuild. What I realized is there's more money to be made in the development side rather than the operation side. Mm-hmm. Then I started building the gas station and the retail centers and all this stuff. And this is how this thing started. So all this journey where I'm growing from, diverting from myself from retail to real estate side, it was very closely monitored by my own family. So it's about 15, 16 years back, somewhere around 2009, 2010, one of my sisters reached out to me and said, Nick, I've been watching you ever since you quit the retail, got yourself in the real estate. you did pretty good for yourself. I said, Shukar alhamdulillah, thank you. So I said, next time when you do the project, I would like to participate with you. I said, no, it's a bad idea. And the reason I said it's a bad idea because we have 5 brothers and sisters very close to each other. Meeting every weekend is like a normal thing for us. I don't want to ruin that relationship. I don't want to ruin what's a great thing going on between the brother and sister at that time. She finally convinced me. I said, Nick, whatever the outcome of the project, I'll stand behind it. It's not a big deal. She convinced me, and then the cousins found out next, and they heard that I'm taking my sister's money, so they offered me, we would like to invest with you also. If you're going to hand me $100,000 today, and 5 years later I'll come back to you, Fatima, I'll make you $100,000 profit to you, here's a 200K. Yes, you'll get happy making 100K, but how you reach to 100 to 200, the journey is exciting. So good, bad, ugly, whatever the situation of the project, we don't mind to share with all the LP investors. Not only that, we also share our operating bank statement with them. So they get the full transparency, okay? And they'll understand how we're reaching from that 100 to 200K or 100 to 300K, or whatever the number would be. And the third and most important fundamental of the company is a collective decision. So all the projects we are doing in our company is a GPLP structure. Now, what is a GPLP structure? I'm the general partner. Everybody else is a limited partner, which means it allows me to make all the decision, whether it's a major decision or the day-to-day decision. I don't mind to make the day-to-day decisions toward the project, but whenever the major decision needs to be made, I like to gather everybody. I like to educate all my LP investors that these are the 2 options we have, which option should we pick. We do the brainstorming together, and with a very democratic approach, with a collective decision, we make that decision. So no promote, transparency, collective decision. These are the 3 basic fundamentals of the company. And icing on the cake, I've been doing it for 15 years. I've done almost 300 projects. We've been very blessed, 0 loss. Wow. We have not taken any loss in the single project, and providing a phenomenal return for all of my investors. The worst performance we ever done in the company is about 7.7%. And the best performance we ever done in the company is about 266.6% per annum. These 2 numbers does not happen every day. The goal is very simple. If we can able to make 20 to 35% return. So idea is to double up the investors' equity between 3 to 5 years time frame. And we've been successfully doing that. If you look at my past 4 years track record, last year we did the average of about 20% return. Year before was 47. Year prior to that was 46. And year prior to that was 33. Wow. There's only 3 projects in the history of the company. It went below 20%. My worst one, as I mentioned you earlier, is 7.7. My second worst was 13.5. And the third worst one was 19%. So we've been very, very blessed.
Thank you for sharing that amazing track record with us and the details of your firm. So we'll be back after a short break.
Okay, thank you.
Let's take a break.
Tempura frozen food. Quick, easy and delicious. फ्रीजर से निकाला, कढ़ाई में डाला और मिनटों में तैयार. Super fast, super tempting. Tempura frozen food. The taste of perfection.
A for app, B for best, C for confidence से D for download करो इसे अपने फोन पे. Time is precious, order food delicious. सारा पाकिस्तान बोले food papa. Rum pum pum, food papa gum. Rum pum pum, food papa gum. खाना लाए मजे का खाना लाए गरम. Rum pum pum, food papa gum. Rum pum pum, food papa gum.
हेलो फूड पापा वाले पिंटू की बर्थडे है.
घर में कुछ पकाना है, बाहर से कुछ मंगवाना है.
लंच में देसी फूड, बिरयानी, कढ़ाई वगैरह.
फास्ट फूड फूड में पिज्जा जिंगर सैंडविच जरा देख लेना बारबेक्यू गोला कबाब बिहारी बोटी ईटीसी सी फूड आइसक्रीम केक और बेवरेजेस ग्रोसरी में सब मसाले चटनी केचप सारी डालें सब्जियां फ्रूट
कैसा गोश्त भी भगवा लेना
बेगम ने पकड़ा दी लिस्ट कोई ना बहाना है ट्रैफिक के झंझट में मुझे नहीं जाना है
The law offices of Umar Khwaja is a Houston-based personal injury law firm. Founded in 2018 by attorney Umar Khwaja, the firm represents clients injured in car accidents, truck collisions, workplace incidents, and more, offering every client personal attention, honest guidance, and relentless advocacy. Whether you're facing medical bills, lost income, or insurance disputes, the law offices of Umar Khwaja is here to protect your rights. With a proven track record and a commitment to results, they stand by their promise. If you've been injured, contact the law offices of Umar Khwaja. Let a trusted team fight for the recovery you deserve.
Anytime you've been injured in an auto accident or a workplace accident, a slip and fall, and it's not your fault, call the law office of Umar Khwaja. We're here to help you. 1-833-GET-OMAR, www.attorneyomar.com.
Nick Dhanani brought to the private equity game what no one else in the industry seemed to do. No promote fees, full transparency, and collective decision-making for everyone participating. During the last 14 years, DPEG has not lost a single dollar for their investors in over 250 projects. In 2021, DPEG averaged 33%, 46% annually. 2023, 47% annual return. These verticals include DPEG Property Management, DPEG Title, DPEG Insurance, DPEG Energy, DPEG Construction, DPEG Multifamily Development. And now introducing our most recent vertical, Dhanani EB5 International, where foreign investors can invest their money into DPEG projects to gain returns as well as a green card for U.S. residency. Having gained the trust and support of a strong community, soon enough, everyone that DPEG encountered in its path, from its preferred landscaper on retail properties to the in-house legal counsel that was hired for contract review. Everyone started joining the DPEG family.
This company just started with Nikhil Dhanani, Ali Wadwani, and myself, dreaming of making this company $100 million company. Today, we are celebrating $1.765 billion.
Welcome back to the show. Mr. Dhanani, welcome back to the show.
Thank you, ma'am.
शो पे जाने से पहले आपसे बात हो रही थी. You were explaining, the process that Dhanani Equity, private equity group, how it functions. तो
जी
मुझे आप ये बताएं कि अगर आपके पास एक इन्वेस्टर आता है, please walk us through the process of an investor and how they can invest with Dhanani Private Equity Group.
देखिए प्रोसेस बड़ा सिंपल सा है
जी
आप अपना नाम, टेलीफोन नंबर और ईमेल एड्रेस
जी
ये हम हमारे डेटाबेस में डाल देते हैं. सो व्हेनेवर वी लॉन्चिंग द प्रोजेक्ट वी लॉन्च टू आवर डेटाबेस ओनली. सो वी हैव 4,000 प्लस इन्वेस्टर्स एंड इज द फर्स्ट कम फर्स्ट सर्व बेसिस. सो इन द हिस्ट्री ऑफ द कंपनी व्हाट एवर द अमाउंट ऑफ द मनी आई एम ट्राइंग टू रेज, जब भी हम कोई प्रोजेक्ट लॉन्च करते हैं, वेदर हमको 20 मिलियन की ज़रूरत है, 25 मिलियन की ज़रूरत है, 50 मिलियन की ज़रूरत है, वी लॉन्च टू आवर डेटाबेस. और जो पहला रिस्पॉन्ड करता है हमें, ठीक है, दे गेट कमिटेड एंड वी ऑलवेज हैव अ वेटिंग लिस्ट ऑन द प्रोजेक्ट. सो आप अपना नाम, टेलीफोन नंबर, एड्रेस लिखवा दीजिए डेटाबेस के अंदर. तो जब भी हमारे पास कोई नई अपॉर्चुनिटी आएंगी, कोई नया प्रोजेक्ट आएगा, तो वी लॉन्च इट. टिपिकली we buy about 25% in the company with our own money, and the rest of the 75% we distribute among all the investors. So 25% of our money, 75% of their money, we'll do the project together, and then whatever the profit comes in, if I invested 25%, I'll get the 25% of the profit. Investor invested 75% of the profit, they'll get the 75% of the profit. The process is very simple. काफ़ी लोग मुझसे नाराज़ भी होते हैं, और नाराज़ इसके लिए होते हैं स्पेशली डॉक्टर्स. बोले भाई हम सर्जरी में है, हम प्रोसीजर है, वी सीइंग द पेशेंट, आप ईमेल भिजाते हो और 1 घंटे के बाद ईमेल कहती है कि भाई यू सोल्ड आउट. we have not find the science yet how to resolve that thing. But we do have a list of the investors. They said, we've been watching you for last 15 years, you're making money from all the projects. So एक काम करिए, आप हमें regardless जैसा भी project है, आप हमें डाल दीजिए. Minimum investment is about $50,000. You need to be accredited investors to be the part of it. One share, किसी भी amount को हम raise करते हैं, we always chop it up in the unit. So let's say if I'm raising $20 million, so always have like 400 shareholder. तो कोई छोटे बंदे आते हैं who cannot able to afford big money, they can buy one share 50,000 or two share 100,000. Mediocre people comes in, buy 5 shares, 7 shares, 10 shares, and obviously big boys coming in buying 20 shares, 40 shares, whether it's writing a check for $1 million or $2 million. But everybody's going to get treated equally. It does not matter whether you're $2 million investor or only $50,000 investors. Whenever the profit comes in the company, is chop it up into 400 units and equally divide among all the investors.
For those of members of our audience that don't know, what is an accredited investor?
So accredited investor says that your net worth should be $1 million.
Okay.
If your net worth is not $1 million, then between husband and wife, and I'm not pretty sure about the numbers, but between husband and wife, you should be earning $350,000 a year. Or if it's individual, then you need to be earning $250,000. But I'm going to double check on the numbers, but I'm pretty sure that's the number. If it's a husband's wife, their earnings should be about $350,000 a year. Or if it's a single person, then earnings should be $250,000. Or your net worth should be $1 million. Okay. So it don't have to be all three of them. If you qualified in one, you become the accredited investor. So basically, you're checking yourself that, okay, I'm investing this money, I'm an accredited investor, and I read the risk and reward of the project, and then you can invest.
Okay. And how long is should somebody expect their equity to be tied up? Profit तो आपको साथ-साथ मिल रहा है.
देखिए, profit का ऐसा है कि depend on the project.
Okay.
So let's say if I'm buying one stabilized project, where there's earning coming, rental coming every month and all this stuff. So we give the quarterly dividend for that. So you'll get the quarterly dividend. And let's say if I'm doing the development, I'm buying the land, I'm developing the site, that process takes anywhere between 3 to 5 years time, right? So 3 to 5 years time frame, when the project is going to get finished, we take an exit of the project, and then you'll see the big chunk of the money all at once.
Okay.
Retail side also, I try not to hold the project for too long. I'll always try to give the result back to the investor in a 5 years time frame. कि 5 साल में आपको रिजल्ट आ जाए कि भाई क्या हुआ है प्रोजेक्ट के अंदर. The longest project I ever held, and luckily we just exited yesterday only. Okay. And that project, it was a 9 years hold. Okay. But the good thing is, when we exit the project after 9 years, we made 325% return. So annual return is over 30% per annum over there. So return was very good. But it took a long time. It took us about 9 years to exit that project.
Yeah. Mr. Dani, जैसा आप break से पहले बता रहे थे, your firm has an amazing track record. उसके पीछे क्या reason है, and how do you maintain and build trust with your investors?
देखिए, मैं तो कहता हूँ कि एक अच्छी बिरयानी के लिए सारे ingredients चाहिए. Right amount of rice, right amount of meat, right amount of masalas and all this stuff to make a good biryani. इसी तरह से बिजनेस में राइट अमाउंट ऑफ सारे इंग्रेडिएंट चाहिए. योर इंटेंशन, योर हार्ड वर्क, योर नॉलेज, योर एक्सपीरियंस, एंड मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंटली विच आई हैव इट एंड आई एम वेरी फॉर्चुनेट, I got 10 family members who's working in my office. So the president of this company is my brother's son, Dhanani. The CFO of the company, who manages all the money, is my sister's son, Ali Wadwani. Then my sister-in-law, Lucy Singh, she's a development head department. Then I have Faiz, and my younger sister's son. He manages all the investor relationship. The director of the acquisition is my elder son, Nadir Dhanani Jr. And associate is my younger one, is Aryan Dhanani. So I've been very fortunate to having this family member support, who's really making sure guarding the investment right. And when it comes to your family, not only you'll get the loyalty from them and make sure the hard work also. And I have excellent team. My team, they're my backbone, 62 employees working in the office, and they're very sharp, very talented, very hardworking. And I don't even treat them like an employee. Always refer them as my DPEC family.
Yeah.
They're my DPEC family.
Yeah.
And I'm just a visionary. I just vision things. Execution part comes from my team.
Mr. Dani, if there's a young person today who does not have that much capital, what would you tell them? Should their first goal be to save up capital before they make any investment?
Absolutely. Like I said, sacrifice 10, 15 years of your life. Live within your means. Don't spend a lot of money. Whatever you're earning right now, try to save as much. And small amount, just invest. And see your investments kept on growing. If it's a great surgeon, have a great practice. What's going to happen to him, God forbid, one day he got the disease of Parkinson, but he cannot able to do the surgery. So you always need to think that, okay, whatever the money I'm making from the practice, I should deploy portion of my money toward the passive investment, so something to fall back on it, right? हमारी जिंदगी में सिर्फ 24 घंटे होता साल दिन के, जिसमें से 7-8 घंटे हमारे सोने में गुजर जाते हैं. So we can only work like 16-17 hours per day. लेकिन पैसा जो है वो कभी नहीं सोता है. If you working for the money or the money is working for you. Right. Money is working for you is endless, is timeless. Okay, even though you're in the bed, you're sleeping, or you're on the vacation, your money is still working for you. So you need to make money to go out there and work for you. To treat your money like your kids. Yeah. Like you're sending your kids to the work, they're coming home, making money for you. Similar way your money is. Money is going out and making money for you. Yeah. And when they come back, make sure they bring more money in here. Yeah. Okay. And this is how you can grow your wealth. Yeah.
And this is a very important message, that it's not just important to earn money, but also save it.
100%.
Right.
100%. Saving is very, very, very important.
Were you always a saver?
Very much so.
Okay.
Very much so. I remember when I was working, I was making like $1,200, $1,300 per month for my job. And then I was doing some odd job on my day off, selling the Coca-Cola, buying from one place, selling another, so making $200-300 a month. So, but I try to live within $200. Okay. So I like to survive within the $200 a month and save rest of the money, because my goal is to buy the business as soon as possible. So whatever the money I was making it in the entire month, I was spending only $200 and rest of the money was saving. And from that saving, I can able to buy my first business. This took me 3-4 years to buy my first business, and that's only half of the business. But I made it. And then I was borrowing the money and buying the first business, second business, third business. And here am I got owner of the 4th business. I still did not spend money. I still save every single dollar to pay off my debt. Because the debt which I purchased, or the debt which I was borrowed, it was very expensive debt. Yeah. There was a loan shark who lent me the money at 30% interest. It was pretty high. But I was beating that number in the business by making money. Yeah. But the cost of borrowing was so high that whatever the money I was making it, I was pushing it toward my debt. And it took me 8 years, but finally got paid off all the debts. Yeah. And now all the revenue is coming to myself.
And has that changed yet? Or do you continue to be a saver?
I'm still a saver. I'm still a saver. Okay. I don't like spending money. Making money is my passion. Spending money is not my passion. Yeah. So I'm still a saver. I still like to live within my means. I'm not stingy, but I like to live within the means. Wherever is required, I'll spend. When I can get away, like a small example, even though today I'm just traveling economy class. Okay. It does not bother me. If it's a long journey, 8, 10, 12-hour journey, yes, I'll take a business class. But if it's a short flight from here to New York, 3.5 hour flight, it does not bother me, travel economy. Why would I spend $1,000, $1,500 in the business class where I can just spend $300 on the coach and just travel and coach?
Yeah. So you've always been an optimizer.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, say, to me, it's like a little bigger space, a little spacious, big deal.
Yeah.
I can sit in the smaller place and save my $1,000 over there from 3 hours. Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Dhanani, for sharing these lessons with us. And, we're looking forward to continuing this conversation in our next
Absolutely.
episode. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.